All right, let's skip the usual intros today because we are jumping straight into the heart-pounding drama of a massive Group B clash. Imagine the raw tension, the absolute deafening roar of the crowd, and that unbelievable anticipation you feel before the referee even blows the whistle. Today, we're unpacking the ultimate digital blueprint for football drama. It's an AI prompt specifically designed to generate a hyper-realistic, completely cinematic trailer for the 2026 matchup between Qatar and Switzerland. Okay, let's dive into this. The instructions in the source are crystal clear. Create an ultra-realistic, cinematic FIFA World Cup 2026 pre-match trailer, completely packed with over 70,000 spectators. This isn't just your standard wide shot of a football pitch, right? It's about crafting a Hollywood-quality emotional experience. The prompt demands this epic, immersive vision that captures the sheer magnitude of the world's biggest sporting stage well before the players even step foot in their starting positions. It really sets an incredibly dramatic tone right out of the gate.
And speaking of magnitude, 70,000. Just let that number sink in for a second. That is the massive capacity of the packed stadium required to bring this cinematic vision to life. By anchoring the prompt with that very specific figure, it takes this digital, AI-generated dream and grounds it in a tangible, honestly awe-inspiring reality. I mean, imagine the collective energy of 70,000 spectators, breathing, chanting, just waiting in complete unison. It instantly emphasizes the truly epic scale of this upcoming clash.
So, let's look at crafting the atmosphere, the pre-match build-up.
On one side, we have Qatar. On the other, Switzerland. The source prompt meticulously sets the stage here by describing thousands of passionate fans physically divided by their team colors, yet totally united by the spectacle of the event itself. It notes that they're wearing their national team jerseys and proudly waving both flags, which generates this palpable electric current throughout the stands. It's just a brilliant way to establish the stakes before a ball is even kicked. Let's move to and see how this builds, because it's literally scripted like a movie. Watch how the tension mounts here. First, you have a pre-match wave of flags crashing across the stands. Then, the stadium is bathed in perfect golden sunset lighting. Suddenly, the players emerge from the tunnel in dramatic slow motion. And finally, the crescendo. The referee blows the whistle for kickoff. It's designed to make you truly feel that progression of tension, rather than just passively watching it. Now, I want you to really visualize the sensory details layered into this sequence to make it work. Close your eyes and picture it. The prompt calls for massive FIFA World Cup 2026 branding, glaring from giant LED screens. Suddenly, thick smoke effects and brilliant fireworks explode overhead. The camera is directed to push in for tight, close-up shots of determined faces on the pitch, juxtaposed immediately with emotional, chanting supporters waving scarves in the stands. This specific combination of sights and sounds, that's exactly how you transform a standard stadium into an electric, high-stakes cinematic set. All right, moving right along to the cinematic match experience, visualizing the action. Now, what's really interesting here is the sheer technical firepower demanded to capture this action. We're talking rendering tags like ultra-realistic 8K resolution and HDR. The source specifically calls for volumetric and dramatic lighting, rapid dynamic camera movements layered with spectacular drone aerials, all polished off with broadcast sports graphics and a sweeping emotional soundtrack. It is an absolutely awe-inspiring recipe, entirely designed to ensure a hyper-realistic, premium FIFA broadcast style. And why do you need all those advanced technical specs? Well, they are engineered to capture the dynamic football action itself. The source prompt explicitly commands a sharp transition from that brooding, atmospheric buildup straight into intense gameplay governed by realistic physics. We are talking about capturing the absolute peaks of football excitement, spectacular goals that make you jump out of your seat, unbelievable goalkeeper saves, and those dramatic slow-motion replays where you can literally analyze every single micro-expression and bead of sweat on a player's face. Which brings us to official fixture information, the reality of Group B. So, the crucial point is how we actually connect this wild cinematic vision to the cold, hard facts. Let's anchor that Hollywood drama in reality. The match is Qatar versus Switzerland. The group is Group B, the battleground, Levi Stadium in the San Francisco Bay Area. These precise details, sourced directly from the FIFA World Cup 2026 Match Center, are the foundational reality that this entire cinematic prompt is built around. And if you check the calendar right now, today is exactly that date. June 13, 2026. Today is literally the day this highly anticipated Group B fixture officially takes over the San Francisco Bay Area. All that intense pregame anticipation we've been breaking down, all that cinematic buildup we just visualized, is happening right now in the real world. Which leaves us with one final burning question for this explainer. Will the real-life match on the pitch today actually live up to this 8K cinematic AI vision? As those players step out of the tunnel and the whistle finally blows, we are going to see if the raw, unscripted reality of football can outshine even the most hyper-realistic, dramatic expectations we could possibly dream up. Thank you so much for joining me to break this all down. Enjoy the match today and keep learning.